No development occurs between day and night. From the barter system to Nubnefa, to gold and silver bronze coins, Ahmedian and El Zahiri dinar, passing through El Zir al Mahbub or the beloved Selim, relative to Sultan Selim I, and the appearance of the punched coin from the 20 piastres and the 100 piastres, until we arrived in 1899, when the first Egyptian pound was issued by Ali Bank of Egypt Road.
The development of printing Egyptian currencies, its shapes and places of printing have also been changed, as it was printed abroad until the year 1968, and a new stage in the life of the Egyptian pound has started, in which Egypt started to print the banknotes officially. Not only that, however, a new categories began to appear like the 10 piastres and the 25 piastres.
Despite the Islamic rule in Egypt, it hasn't forgotten its past and cannot be stripped of its origin, because it is the oldest and the most ancient civilization throughout the history. And this is very clear on Egyptian banknotes, which you can see one side of which depicts one of the ancient Egyptian monuments, and the other depicts the Islamic monuments. The two civilizations embrace together, and their outcome is the great history of Egypt.
The best example of Egyptian banknotes and Islamic antiquities is one of the most famous squares in Egypt, as it's a square which filled by the mosques from different areas, and each mosque has a story. Is the square of money? It's the square of Saladin.
Now let's start the journey to find out what of the banknotes is in Saladin Square. Get out of your wallet 10, 20, 100 and 200 pounds. Look at the mosque of each one of the banknotes. While you are standing in the middle of the square, you will find one of these mosques around you. Of course, you recognize Al-Rifa'i Mosque in front of you, which is the mosque that appears on the 10 pounds.
It's a mosque dating back to the Ottoman era, as it was built by Khoshyar Hanem. Khoshyar Hanem was the mother of Khalifa Ismail in the year 1869, and the artist who supervised the construction of this mosque was Hussein Bashafani. And among the reasons for wide popularity of this mosque is the family of Muhammad Ali, which is buried inside it. In addition to the Shah of Iran, Muhammad Rida Pahlavi.
However, as for its name Rifa'i, the name is attributed to Sheikh Ahmad Rifa'i, the founder of Rifa'i route, which is one of the Sufi route. During the time of Muhammad Ali and his family, there are no specific rules for architecture, so you can notice that this mosque is Ottoman but with two Mamluk style minarets.
While on the 20 pounds banknote is the famous mosque of the great leader Muhammad Ali Pasha. Although it's not the only mosque that was built on top of the citadel, however, it's the only mosque that takes the name of the Mosque of the Citadel. This mosque and the Mosque of Sultan Ahmed III in Istanbul were built on the same design by the same architect Yusuf Bushnak.
It is the mosque in which you will see wonders, whether there are two members inside it or the 11 meter of alabaster in all corners of the mosque. A very famous mosque for its domes, and inside this domes the name of Allah and the Prophet Muhammad and the four Rashidin Caliphs were placed.
You are now holding only two of the banknotes. One of them is £100 that has Sultan Hassan Mosque, and the Bahri Mamluk Mosque was built in 757. It's very famous for its four facades.
Inside this mosque is the oldest Quran stand in Egypt, and this mosque has four madrasas for the four Islamic laws: Al-Hanafi, Al-Maliki, Al-Shafi'i, and Al-Hanbali madrasa. Al-Hanafi was the largest madrasa in this mosque.
A complicated conflict was witnessed between Bahari and Burji Mamluks. The Bahari Mamluks took the mosque as a place for them to fight the Burji Mamluks in the citadel, using different kinds of weapons. However, it still exists and stands as if it's a new mosque.
You have only a 200-pound banknote that has Qanibai Rammah Mosque, one of the few hanging mosques in Egypt that still exists until now. It was built during the time of Sultan Qaitbay in Burji Mamluk dynasty by Qanibai Rammah, one of the princes of Qaitbay. Qanibai was buried inside as he wished.
I am very sure that you have known another value for money through the ancient buildings depicting on them.